You are listening to Phone Eats First. Can you hear yourself?
I can hear myself great.
Hello, Kendall.
Hello.
Welcome to Phone Eats First.
Thank you, daughter.
We're sitting out on the deck in... don't breathe into the microphone. You're like... We're sitting out on the deck of the house, sitting at Mayhem, so you're going to hear the cicadas and the birds and the wind. But we're just... And the dogs barking in the background, but we're just staring at it. What are we looking at?
Shoutout River.
The Shoutout River. It's high tide right now. It's beautiful. It's a nice, cool summer evening.
We could actually go kayaking.
I told Mom that because she was like, I need to go kayaking soon before I die. I was like, hey, you can go kayaking right now. And she's like on the couch, butt cuddled up, bundled up.
I don't think we could podcast from the kayak.
I mean, technically we could, but I wouldn't risk that.
Might be a little sketchy with the mics and the gear.
Okay, well, we're going to get into the weekly report. What are you reading? I know you don't really read, though, so what's a book that you've read?
Dan Bongino, Follow the Money. It's an old book, but it's very good. But I listen to his podcast every day, so I feel like I get a dose of Bongino every day.
What's it about?
It is about the illegal money and the money trail that Biden left when he was VP, not VP, in that time era.
Well, then what is the podcast about? The same thing? Or is it just all about different kinds of monies?
The podcast is a political podcast to further the right.
We're going to move on instead of discuss that.
Let's don't expand on that. I could see your face.
Okay. Eating. What have you been eating?
I've been eating pretty good just because Mom's been on this gluten-free diet.
Mm-hmm. And dairy-free.
And dairy-free.
But you
lactose.
still you consume all the lactose.
Yes, I do. And I do get in trouble when I eat something that Mom doesn't eat. So she's like, ooh, that's terrible for you.
Like what?
Chips.
Soda.
We only had soda because Bennett was here this weekend. Try not to drink too much soda, but I do cheat when I'm on the road eating lunch with customers.
When you stop at Bojangles, you get...
I haven't been eating at Bojangles or at Biscuitville or Hardee's. I do like Hardee's because all the old guys from Shoutout go there.
Please tell everyone about your 29-cent coffee at Hardee's.
No, it's 80 cents.
80 cents?
With the AARP senior discount.
And why did you go? You went there for what, 2 months straight? A month?
Our coffee maker was on the fritz. And then...
So instead of doing what any normal person would do, aka like just buying coffee at the grocery store or, fixing the coffee pot, Kendall went to Hardee's every morning?
Not every morning. Just
like maybe 5 times a week.
No, just when you wanted to get out of the house, just to go on an old guy mission.
And you also had to sit down at Hardee's to get the 80-cent coffee.
No, but it's more pleasurable because then you get to hear the side chatter from Shoutout.
The Shoutout hot goss.
There's a lot going on in Shoutout. Brunswick County. It's happening.
Okay, anyway, so thank God you're not eating Hardee's anymore. Okay.
No, I've moved on from Hardee's.
Good. Okay, what's your plan? What's going on?
Is P part of the plan?
P is plan, yes.
Okay. I didn't know we were going from food straight to reading to food.
We did reading, eating, now we're on P.
Plan. Just trying to eat better, work out, do my normal F3, or when I don't make it F3, I might go to the gym and do my thing there.
Well, now you have very exciting news. You're officially a Planet Fitness Black Card member, so you can go anywhere to any Planet Fitness.
I can now. So
and you can bring me.
Watch out, Charlotte, Raleigh, Kernersville, Asheville,
Greenville, all the villes.
Parts unknown, Lumberton, Laurinburg. No, that'll be quite good because Planet Fitness gym is much better than the hotel gyms, as you know.
Yes. Now we're on the Airbnb train at work, so I don't have access to anything, and it's just another excuse to not work out.
But I can come pick you up, and we can work out in Raleigh.
Yeah. Let's do it.
All right. Sounds good.
Okay. Oh, obsession. Can be anything. Can be food, music, book, something you've done recently, place.
It's not really an obsession, but since it is golfing weather, I do have my golf clubs.
When is it not golfing weather is the question I need to know.
And my new shoes in the back of my car. So any chance I get, it's always a good time to go play golf. Like the guys go on Thursday afternoons, and my friend Bogey is in the golf business down here at the beach. So occasionally we'll just randomly call each other and go out to play golf like we did Friday.
Nice. Can't relate, but happy for you. Okay, the next R, recipe. What's a recipe you have made or Mom has made or I have made or you've seen on Instagram that you want to make?
I'm not much of a cook, but I do like Mom's tacos, her recipe, and I do like her pan-fried steaks and the
cast iron. Yeah, we had those last night, and we had tacos for lunch today.
And sweet potatoes. That's really been the hot topic lately. We've had some really, really good sweet potatoes. A little bit of butter, a little bit of cinnamon, and some crushed walnuts on it.
Delicious. All right, last tea of report. Well, only tea, but tea of report. I'm following. Treat. What is a treat that you've had recently?
Well, I have had to do my part in getting rid of the chocolate
the dairy and gluten
butter cups from Trader Joe's. So you don't need to buy those anymore.
Yeah.
Since Mom's not on the Trader Joe's.
I've actually been doing my part this weekend as well and helping get rid of them.
Yeah, and
it's the least we can do.
Yeah. And the grandkids left some sorbet and some ice cream that I'll probably have to help with too.
I actually think Catherine ate all of it.
Okay, that's good news.
Okay, that is the weekly report. Now we'll get into the episode. I have no idea what we're going to talk about. What do you want to talk about?
Well, why don't we talk about our little adventure with the Planet Fitness Black Card today? You bribed me into going to the gym because I haven't joined.
That's like not even true. Mom at Christmas time gave you, which is not really a present because you would have been paying for it regardless, but gave you she was like, go do the black card. She was like, I will pay you the difference, and you didn't do it. But then today you're like, Corey, let's go to the gym. And I was like, I can't go to the gym. You're like, oh, I'll get my black card. And Mom said,
true.
That's all it took for you to get the black card.
Well, if Bennett's here, we can go. If you're here, we can do it.
We've been telling you this for months, but
so
hey,
that was a good investment. And then now I get to do the extra little stuff in there, sit in there and watch TV, which I won't do. But Planet Fitness has really unbelievable hot showers and strong. So that is quite.
So if anything, go for the hot, strong shower.
You can get that for $10 a month.
Well, $24 now.
Yeah, $24.99.
And a tanning bed, but don't use that.
Yeah, I don't need that. What did you think of the workout today?
It was good. It was really hard. We had a push day.
Yeah, it was a push day.
So we did chest. So I'm blanking on what they're called. Chest press. We did chest press.
Flat bench.
And then incline chest press and lateral raises, front raises. Lots of triceps. And I realized that when your triceps are burnt out, you can't use any other part of your body to make your triceps work. Like if you're doing overhead pushes and stuff, you can use your legs, or a lot of times you can engage your core and help. But when your triceps are done, you're toast.
Done.
You're toast.
You did a good job. You didn't complain too much.
Well, I like working out, so.
Yeah. And next time we go, we'll do legs. That'll be your.
Yeah, I'll be able to last a lot longer.
Yeah, legs.
You won't have to take off as much weight. I had the 5s, and then he put on literally 90 pounds on each side. And then we were doing more chest press with free weights, and I did 20s, 2 20s, and then you did 2 55s.
Well, you did really good on the chest cable rows.
Yeah.
And not so good on the dips, but you did try the dips.
I did the dips.
Yeah.
That was at the end of my workout, so that's not fair.
And your core was much stronger than mine because I did 0 core and you did.
Well, let's chat about your fitness journey. Did you ever listen to Mom's episode yet?
Yeah, her episode is really well done.
So kind of the shorter and sweeter version. This is Kendall's first podcast, so we're going to take it easy on him. And there's a lot that you can share, but we'll just focus on your fitness
Well, like I mentioned before, F3 is Fellowship Fitness and Faith,
Okay,
which
I didn't
I've
ask you
done
a
for
question
many.
yet.
Okay, well, you can edit that out. Do you want to ask me a question?
No, sure. Just continue on.
You were looking at me with
F3.
raised eyebrows.
Because I was going to ask you something, and then you just start talking about F3.
Well, let's go ahead. What's your question, ma'am?
Well, I was going to say, we were going to start at the beginning.
Okay.
When you were growing up. Well, where are you from? Tell the people.
Well, I was born in Indianapolis, moved to Charlotte, Matthews in second grade, grew up in Matthews, near Mint Hill. And then, yeah, that's where I grew up. So that's where the fitness journey of riding your bike, throwing dirt clods,
Yeah,
playing hide and go seek, running around the house.
so you were always outside. Oh, I forgot about that game.
We didn't have phones and internet.
Yeah, you were always outside getting in trouble.
Yeah.
Emphasis on getting in trouble. Did nutrition and fitness and wellness mean anything to you then?
Not really. You didn't think about it. You just played whatever the next sport was that season, whatever your mom signed you up for. So just traditional sports, football.
All the ball sports.
All the ball sports, football, basketball, baseball.
And then,
soccer was just getting started when I was a kid, so.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
But makes sense. Especially in Indiana.
No, that was in Matthews.
I'm just kidding. It's off-brand that you're from Indiana. Because
Yeah.
we've never, ever, ever been. And never, ever, ever plan to go.
Yeah, you don't really need to go there.
What was your eating like growing up?
Well, I really enjoyed Nutty Buddies. You know what a Nutty Buddy is?
Yes. The ice cream
Anything-
cones?
No. Nutty
Oh,
Buddies.
that's the chocolate wafer things.
Chocolate wafer
with
things, yeah.
Peanut butter.
And they got the little crisscross chocolate on them.
Wait, what's the ice cream thing that I'm thinking of? It has caramel.
Oh, that's a Nutty Buddy too. But that's the only at a school cafeteria.
Oh, yeah.
They were 15 cents back in the day. But those are really good. We had a lot of hamburger helper growing up. A lot of ragu spaghetti. Lots of casseroles. Anything that you could cook. My mom was a teacher, so anything, and Dad was a traveling sales guy. So Dad would grill, but Mom would make a menu every week. So for list, I know you like list.
Love this.
My mom would plan, shop, write it down, and we basically had a meal every night. And then Friday nights, sometimes we'd go out. Sometimes Dad would come home and grill. So that was a routine.
Nice. And then as you got more into like high school and into college, were you still playing sports and eating, and then I'm sure drinking alcohol?
No, not much alcohol. When we did drink alcohol in high school, not that that's a big subject or topic, but me and Brian Gullett would ride from Matthews, and gas was cheap. It was like $1 a gallon, but we would still split or take turns driving into town from Matthews to Charlotte, and always split a 6-pack or always split a little pizza at Little Caesars Pizza.
And you still love Little Caesars Pizza.
Actually, it's
you love that it's $5.
okay for $5, but actually they've gone up now. But yeah, like everything else. But I would say the diet wasn't a big focus on. Ate a lot of cereal for breakfast, and my sister and I had to help rotate cleaning up the kitchen. So one night I'd have to clean up, next night she'd have to clean up, and then if I had to clean up, then she'd have to do vacuum, and then on Fridays we would vacuum or dust, and we'd always have to do the other. We'd always have to rotate.
Which one is your favorite and least favorite?
Definitely not dusting. I would rather vacuum.
And you still love to vacuum to this day?
Yes, it's okay. I'm not obsessed with it. But yeah.
If NC State's playing, you're vacuuming.
Well, if it's a close game.
Yes, you're vacuuming.
Yeah, you got to walk around and pace a lot.
Or you're mowing the grass.
Yeah.
Anything to not watch the game.
Yeah.
Well, so were you still active, working out, fitness? What'd you do in your college days?
Well,
early 20s.
The starting of working out actually started in 10th grade with Mr. Tingley's gym class. we had this little metal hut, and we actually called it the hut. It was a blue metal building out back behind the gym, which was our weight room. Very, very elementary workout gym in the 80s. But that was the first time, and the big thing was to get to be in the 200-pound club because Mr. Tingling would give you a shirt that said 200-pound club, which is kind of silly.
What did you have to do to get in it?
You had to be able to bench press 200 pounds. So that was everybody's goal. Eventually, I could. But yeah, it was kind of cool when you're 16, 17 years old, you're growing mentally and physically, and you really get a lot of gains when you haven't lifted.
Yeah. Did you play sports in high school?
Mm-hmm.
What'd you play?
Baseball and basketball. Wasn't very good in either, but I did play. I was on the team.
And then in college, what was it like? What was your life like?
Oh, food was good. Well, so let's go back to the food, since this is a food podcast. I lived in Brigade Dorm at NC State, right next to the cafeteria. And oh my, that was so good. We had 3 squares a day, all you could eat. We drank whole milk, chocolate milk too. It was really good. Then you could sneak sandwiches out. We'd make pastrami sandwiches and sneak them out. So we'd have a little mini fridge at the dorm. So when you came back at night, you were hungry.
You had a pastrami sandwich?
Yeah, that was the goal. They would get a little hard though because you'd wrap them up in napkins and stick them in your pants, and we didn't have baggies. We didn't buy baggies.
They'd be
or anything.
stale. I mean,
crusty,
stale.
Yeah, the bread would get a little crusty, but yeah, if you're hungry, you could eat it.
So did you eat a lot at the dorm? Like too much, or did you just keep growing?
We were play basketball like 4 or 5 days a week or more, and we played all the intramural sports, and yeah, so we were very active. You don't gain weight in college if you're a guy, typically, if you're active. So, but yeah, eat as much as you want, work out a lot, just be active a lot, walk to classes a lot. You know the drill. You just did it.
Yeah, I also lost weight in college just from walking as much as I did.
Yep.
And I think because I had unlimited dining hall stuff, so I would just eat whatever I wanted, but like when I wanted. So I wasn't like forcing myself to eat a lot or whatever to like get the
maximum.
Yeah.
Right.
Like I would just go in and grab like an apple after the gym.
Yeah. But the gym was fairly close at State. It was not as close to the cafeteria, but it was probably, I don't know, 5 to 7 minute walk away. Very close. Is this when you like really got into weightlifting? Yeah, because there was nothing else to do. I mean, you'd go play basketball and lift for usually 2 hours a day. Do you feel like you knew how to lift, or did someone teach you, or you just kind of figured it out? We just figured it out. We didn't really know what we were doing. Just like I'm doing now, just push, pull, or do legs. Push, pull, legs. I didn't even know that was a thing until like recently. Some of my coworkers work out together now. And they're like, oh, it's a push day or it's a pull day. Just keep it simple. Yeah, I didn't know that was like common knowledge, because I guess like the standard is strength 3 times a week. Yeah, it's a good plan if you can do it. With alternating cardio or walking or rest or stretch or just something else in between, and then a rest day. Yeah, my cardio is usually the morning F3. So in Shoutout, we do Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Okay, you can tell us what F3 is now. Oh, okay. If you don't edit that other part. No, I won't. So Fitness, Fellowship, and Faith. Been doing F3 for many years, probably since 2014, 13, somewhere in that range. That's crazy. Yeah. It's definitely over 10 years I've been doing it. And then we're fortunate enough that there's an F3 in Ocean Isle Beach. There's one in Shoutout. There's one in Leland. And there's a big group in Southport. So we have our Brunswick County group. And the guys on Ocean Isle will ruck on 2 days a week, on Tuesdays and Thursdays. They do a little bit of light running. They also do a traditional F3 workout. But that's where I've been getting most of my cardio. And for those that don't know, tell them what F3, like the premise of F3 is. Like it's a free... Yes, it's free to all men. Member run, basically. No, it's not. It's peer-led. Yes, so it's not... Peer-led. It's not a group, or you don't pay to be in it. It's a bunch of dudes that just want to work out. Yeah. And there's also a female version called FIA. Correct. Mission of F3 is to plant, grow, and serve small workout groups for men for the invigoration of male community leadership. Hi. And what's your F3 name? Fletch. Why? Because I'm in the industrial sales business, And the guy said, well, tell me more. I said, well, we sell bearings. He goes, hey, it's all ball bearings. And that's a line from the movie Fletch. One of my favorite.
Fletcher Irwin?
Fletcher M. Irwin, I believe.
Oh.
Yes.
I've never seen the movie, and I still, to this day, didn't know the reference. I just assumed you looked like him or something.
Yeah.
And my F3 name, because they got to go for a family Thanksgiving one, because they let females come, my F3 name is Zion, because they ask you just like, oh, tell us about yourself, so that they can name you something. Like Bennett's is Accord, because at the time he worked at Honda. My mom's F3 name is Kitty Litter, because she works for Go Far, and they do a 5K for like elementary schoolers basically, and so there's kitty litter along the finish line because they throw up. And mine's Zion, because at the time Zion was playing at Duke, and so they thought it was super funny to name me a Duke basketball player name, knowing I go to Carolina. So,
and you love it.
I mean, it could have been a much worse name. It could have been like Grayson Allen or something.
Yeah, you wouldn't want to complain about Zion.
No, that's a good one.
Yeah. Do you enjoy working out?
I do. I love working out. I need to do more of it. I need to make more time in my day for it.
Speaking of working out, are we going to do our 10,000 steps again challenge? Or do you really have time to do that during the summer?
When I'm at an event, for sure. That's like a no-brainer. But it's kind of, I don't know. I mean, I might get close, because I do walk Callie for like 30 minutes to an hour when I get home from work. Instead of...
If you walk for an hour, you can probably get in 4,000 steps.
That's crazy. How much? I mean, now that we have all of our interns, I'll get more walking in, but still not a lot. Gotta type away.
Now tell me about this 50 push-up a day challenge that...
Well, you guys didn't invite me, so I haven't done any of it.
Okay.
So you tell me about your and Bennett's exclusive 50 push-ups a day challenge.
Actually, Bennett has opted out.
I heard him say that.
He's not really good at looking at texts or answering texts, so he's basically opted himself out. But Steve Hall has been very instrumental in keeping me going, so he'll remind me. Some nights you just forget, and he'll shoot me a text that done.
And then you just crank them out?
Yeah, so sometimes.
I can't do that, but I can do 100 push-ups in one day if I spread them out into sets of 10 over like 14 hours. I could do it in less time, but
well, if you can do it, that's a big positive. It doesn't matter how long it takes you to do it.
Yeah, it was definitely less than 14 hours, but that's how much time I had in the day.
They're definitely overrated. I think any kind of exercise just makes you feel better. It's not about immediate
results.
Exactly. Thank you.
Yeah. So why do you work out?
Definite mental state. Feel better physically, but probably just as much emotionally feel better.
What's your favorite kind of workout? Or what makes you feel the best?
Lately, it's been just pushing or pulling. Legs are not that much fun.
Guys don't like to do legs.
I do it because I know I need to, because I'm old, but I appreciate a full body workout now much more than I did. But I actually even enjoy working in the yard, and just anything with a really good sweat makes me feel much better.
So eating spicy food?
I wouldn't consider that a workout. But
you just said a really good sweat.
I mean, like building the steps over here that I've been working on.
I know, you're going to cover our backyard in steps, because you're just going to be like, oh, I need an activity. Or I want to get a sweat in. Before I know it, there will be steps like from the driveway to the water.
Yeah.
And then in the water.
Yeah. All the way. We're going to have our own boat ramp made out of my own steps.
It needs to go all the way to the deep part of the river.
We could have a really good boat ramp launch right now. That'd be...
Yeah. Take the podcast on the water.
Or we could tie a bunch of kayaks up together and have a live podcast.
We could. Just need to make sure no one tips or drops the microphone.
Yep.
Or the recording device.
We don't want to ruin that.
We have the privilege of being able to kayak from where my parents live now, just from the backyard. It's a good time.
Yeah.
And it's high tide right now, so we could go.
So we got to get the the Dodre Padre challenge going again, whether it be 10,000 steps.
50
I
push-ups.
got to get something that you will give me the okay on.
I actually do. I would do, what if it's like 25 push-ups and 25 sit-ups.
Okay, that's a start.
Or like 25 of a core. Could be a plank.
Ooh, what if we did a push legs core? We could do 25 push-ups, 25 air squats, 25 some core exercise.
I could do that.
Yep.
And if you don't do those, you have to get 10,000 steps.
Okay, that sounds like a good idea.
Tell them about your 10,000 steps. How many days in a row did you get them?
Well, how did that actually start? Did we discuss that over Christmas?
No, because I was going to do my sustainable 60, remember? And then I just like stopped.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't sustainable.
I thought we were going to do the modified Meek 75, or what were we calling it? The modified 75?
Instead of 75 hard,
75 soft.
75 medium.
Yeah, then we went to 60 medium and then 60 soft, and it just turned into steps.
Well, you were like, oh, I want to do something. Because I don't track my steps, but you do, because that's like a big Fitbit thing.
Oh, yeah. And
so that's
my
why it
Fitbit
started.
broke, so I got this new used Garmin, I think, or I don't know if it's new or used.
Probably mom's old one.
Anyway, I love tracking when I go to bed. I've been getting a lot better sleep, by the way, which is a good part of health and wellness. But I think right after Christmas, we started doing steps, and I think I got high 70s range.
Days in a row.
Days in a row of 10,000 steps or more. And it's a good challenge for me, too, because when you're on the road or in a random hotel and it's, 5:30, 6:30, 7:30, it was still getting dark early. And I would just go walk in the parking lot of the hotel.
Or I can attest to that. You came to Raleigh one time and took both dogs for like in the dark for like an hour and a half.
Yeah.
To get your steps in, and it was late.
But then you don't watch TV, you don't look at your phone, you can listen to a podcast. There's a lot of things you can do and get your steps in still, which is, again, not that more important, but it was just a personal goal to do, and we did it for a minute.
Yeah. Do you have any personal... You.
Yeah.
Me, myself, and I. Do you have any other goals right now?
Fitness-wise?
Anything.
No, not. I don't know. Can I come back to that question?
Sure. You can't think of anything?
Well, no.
It doesn't have to be concrete of get 10,000 steps a day.
No, I don't have any concrete goals. I do have new part of my work job, is covering the entire state of North Carolina now. So I'm learning Charlotte, the people that work for our company. So Charlotte, Hickory, and Asheville. So
and you're so excited about all of it.
Well, it's just part, I do like about 85% of my job, which is pretty good these days if you like most of everything you do.
Yeah, you just drive a lot.
And the people I work with, yeah. So I do get to drive a lot, get to see a lot of North Carolina.
Anything else to add about your health and fitness throughout your life? Things you have learned?
Oh, you've got me on the bloom kick.
Yeah, greens. Gut health.
Yeah. So that's part of a morning routine as well.
Would you say you had a morning routine ever?
I would not say it'd be a health and wellness routine. I would say cereal, coffee, read the newspaper back in the day. Yes, we did read newspapers back then.
Oh, yeah, you did.
But
for a long
play
time.
my Sudoku in the morning newspaper.
Mm-hmm. Do you still play that?
No. But now the routine is greens and creatine and collagen, and I've actually been fairly diligent and disciplined as far as taking little baggies on the road.
Oh, yeah, you do. And your electrolytes, too.
Yep. The electrolytes, I've not been as good as I should on that because Mom drinks a lot of that due to her walking and running and training or whatever she does for running.
But you do the same, so you should also drink them as much.
Yeah, I actually should. And it's no excuse because I have plenty of those little packs I can put in the car in a water bottle all day, every day. I just need to get them out of the garage and put them in the back of the car. Do you do electrolytes?
Not really.
You're a water girl.
It's just another thing to spend money on.
I can get you some free ones from work.
Yeah, but yours have aspartame in them.
True.
What did you...
I called it
aspartame or something?
Aspartame. That sounds like a Greek god.
The first time you gave them to me, I was like, oh, these are cool.
Don't
and you're
worry, it's called aspartame.
you were like, oh, Mom doesn't like them. They've got aspartame or something in them.
I think that aspartame's supposed to be really bad for you.
Well, so now you are very focused on your health and wellness and supporting Mom in her health and wellness journey that's ongoing for forever, every single day of your life. What is something you've learned that you wish you knew when you were younger? Or that you hope, your grandkids learn and stuff like that?
Well, I think health and fitness is, especially eating, is the big thing. Just eating clean. But if you know how important it is when you're old, you wish you would have known that when you were younger.
True. Do you think you knew how important it was when you were younger?
No, had no idea. Back to the Nutty Buddies. No. What any Little Debbie product? Did you have Little Debbie's when you were a kid?
For sure.
Yeah.
Twinkies. I mean, not that we had Twinkies really, but we had the Swiss rolls.
Swiss cake rolls?
Yeah. And the little cosmic brownies.
Did you ever those little nut clusters that were the what are those things called? They're so good. Crunchy Star.
Not ringing a bell.
Okay.
But a nut cluster kind of is. I don't know. If it doesn't have chocolate, I'm not interested.
No, these were definitely chocolate. I'll get you one. They're really good.
Will it set me back 5 years?
You can probably split it with SG. It's going to be on time.
On what?
On time. You eat half of it. You'll be happy.
And it's going to be on time. I've never heard that. Okay. Well, what wisdom do you have to spew on the Phone Eats First listeners?
I can't say that I have any wisdom to share. It's just been fun listening to your podcast, though, and listening to all your fun guests. But lots of laughter with you and the college roomies.
Yeah. More to come, too.
More to come. Yeah, you guys will have multiple visits from the same people. It's been always entertaining to hear part 1, part 2.
Mm-hmm. I had to make Emily take a break from being on the podcast.
Oh.
Except I have one in the deck of.
Didn't she ask you questions?
She did. I loved that episode.
Maybe I'll have to host one time and ask you.
That's what we should have done. Mom wants you to do an episode on just financial information. I was like, I don't know about that, but you'd have to prepare.
Yeah, I'd have to do a little prep work for that one. So you can cut this down to be really short and sweet. It's like a part 0. It's not even an official.
It's just a warm up.
It's a warm up. It's not even really a full official episode.
Yeah, this is Kendall's warm up to Phone Eats First.
I really did like your friend that plays football.
Anna,
that does, what's it called?
Foot volley.
Foot volley. Oh my gosh, she is talented in that game.
She's in Miami this weekend playing in a tournament.
Wow. Does she get paid?
I don't know.
She's pro level of that.
Well, she's starting to get paid to play tech ball, which is the one on the ping pong-ish table, the curved ping pong table.
Ooh, wow.
Yeah, it's pretty intense. She's not professional technically, but she does get paid to teach others and spread the game.
Yep.
But Anna will be back on the pod. I told her that last week, and she got excited. So we just need to find a time to record. Okay.
Well, maybe we could do a little prep work for when we do episode 1. Me and you, since this was episode 0.
Episode 0, the warm up.
Launch. Yep.
Yeah, I think you should interview me. Maybe. Come on, you have to have some knowledge to share with the people to leave them to think about for their week.
I would say listen more than you speak. You got one mouth and 2 ears. Use them in proportion. Okay, thank you for taking time to interview your padre.
Yeah, we'll be more prepared next time.
Yes. You're really packed up and ready to go home anyways.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Thanks, Dad.
All right. Love you. Bye.
You are listening to Phone Eats First.